The first time she said it, the officer laughed. The little girl's just scared, he muttered, scribbling notes on a pad, not even looking up. But she said it again. And again. Eyes wide, voice trembling, and face smeared with dried tears and soot, the girl pointed to the burned wreck of the house and whispered, "My dad is under the floor." No one took her seriously. Except K9. It all started on a gray Tuesday morning in a quiet neighborhood just outside the city. Birds chirped, sprinklers clicked, and life went on like any other summer day. But by noon, everything was ash and sirens. The explosion rocked the street. Neighbors rushed out in slippers and robes, clutching phones, covering mouths, watching in horror as flames devoured the Richards family home. It didn't take long for fire trucks to scream down the street. In minutes, they were battling the blaze, but for the Richards family, it was already too late. Or so everyone thought. 8-year-old Lily Richards was pulled from the back shed, coughing, half-conscious, clutching a soot-covered stuffed dog. Her mom was at work. Her dad was supposed to be home. They said he wasn't in the house, the paramedics told each other. No other body found. He must have left. But Lily knew better. With tears carving streaks through the black on her cheeks, she kept repeating it. "My dad is under the floor." Nobody listened. Except the dog. Not a normal dog. AK-9, trained for search and rescue. His name was Shadow, a retired German Shepherd brought along that day by his handler, Officer Miller, as a kind of morale booster for the new recruits. Shadow wasn't on active duty anymore. Old hips, weak joints, cloudy eyes. But the moment he saw Lily, something sparked in him. He trotted up to her as she sat wrapped in a silver blanket. She barely noticed the humans circling her, but when she saw Shadow, she whispered something no one caught, and the dog froze. Then barked, loud, once, twice. Then he ran straight toward the still smoldering ruins of the Richards home. At first, Officer Miller tried to leash him back. "Shadow, no, he'll come back." But the dog ignored every command. He circled a blackened corner of the house, barked, scratched at the floorboards. It was dangerous. Too dangerous. The house was a shell. The floor could cave in. Miller hesitated. Protocol said to stand down. But Lily's voice broke the air. "He's trying to show you. That's where Daddy is. Please, listen to him." The desperation in her voice made Miller pause. Then act. By nightfall, they had found the crawlspace. It was hidden under what used to be the kitchen pantry. The fire hadn't reached that corner, not fully. It had scorched the beams, filled it with smoke and toxic air, but somehow, against all odds, someone had crawled in. And stayed alive. By the time rescuers pulled up the boards, the air was heavy, thick. They had to move fast. Miller went in with a respirator and flashlight. Shadow stayed outside, pacing, whining. Lily clung to a paramedic's jacket, watching, hoping. A minute passed. 2. Then came the shout. "I got him. He's alive. Barely." Lily's dad, Daniel Richards, had fallen trying to find his daughter in the smoke. Disoriented, he'd stumbled through the hall, collapsed under the pantry floor, barely able to pry open the hatch in time. With no signal, no strength, and no hope, he had started to lose consciousness, until he heard the bark. Shadow's bark. The recovery was long. Daniel spent weeks in the hospital, fighting infections, healing burns, regaining his strength. Lily never left his side, reading him stories, holding his hand, telling everyone how she knew he was alive. "Daddy promised he'd never leave," she said. And I believed him, but it wasn't just belief. It was love, and a bond that not even fire could break. Shadow became a hero in the eyes of the nation. News outlets ran the story. Retired K9 rescues man from fire after little girl's plea. Shadow's picture was everywhere, tongue out, tail wagging, standing next to Lily and her dad in the hospital garden. And yet, the real story ran deeper. Challenges came even after the fire. Lily's home was gone. Her toys, clothes, photos, everything but the scorched stuffed dog she'd clung to. They moved in with her aunt while Daniel healed. Insurance battles dragged on. Her mom struggled to balance work and trauma. PTSD haunted them all. Lily had nightmares for months. Screams in the dark. Smoke in her dreams. Daniel couldn't sleep without a nightlight. The darkness reminded him of the crawlspace. The helplessness. But they had each other. And they had Shadow. When Daniel finally walked again, the first place he went was the field where Shadow now lived. Semi-retired, cared for by the city, and spoiled like royalty. They didn't speak, man and dog. They didn't have to. One slow step at a time, Daniel dropped to his knees, buried his face in the shepherd's fur, and whispered, "Thank you." A year later, Lily stood on a school auditorium stage, small and confident in front of rows of folding chairs. Her class had written essays about, "the bravest thing I've ever seen." Most talked about superheroes or soldiers. Lily talked about a dog. "A lot of grown-ups didn't believe me when I said my daddy was under the floor," she began, looking down at her paper, then back at the crowd. "They said it wasn't possible. But Shadow believed me. He saved my dad. He saved me. And I want everyone to know, sometimes the smallest voice can tell the biggest truth." Silence. Then, thunderous applause. The message: sometimes, children see what adults overlook. And sometimes, the heart of an old dog burns brighter than the newest equipment. When logic fails, when hope is thin, when the world turns away, it's love, and belief, that can light the way. Lily believed her dad was still alive. Shadow believed her, and that belief saved a life. Fade out. Cue soft music. Text on screen. Never ignore a child's voice. And never underestimate an old dog's heart.